Kill the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for our legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the pack of Lewiz.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too sharp, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. We still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grind together, we all came from hunger pain.
Yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing in StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, NERDSoul Gaming. I'm chilling, I'm kicking it. We're about to get into some Guilty Gear Strive, but I am not by myself. Shouts out to the homie Open Mind. Say what's up.
What's happening, people? This your boy Open Mind. Hope y'all having a blessed evening and a prosperous new year, man. Happy 2022. It's going by quick. It's already about to be March.
We about up in there now. We're rounding out the beginning or rounding out the first quarter. So we're getting on in there. Let's see. Let's do some quick start matches real quick. Now, to get everything started off, I wanted to talk about a game that is in development that we've seen some videos from and I'm super hyped about. We've talked about it offline a few times, is Coreupt.
Right.
It looks super cool.
Yes, it does.
And we've gotten maybe a trailer and maybe like 3 or 4 videos. So we're kind of getting the idea of how it might look, a little bit of how it plays, especially with like the hits or Gatling or maybe combo system, if you want to call it. And it's been a little quiet on the front for a while because of course they gotta make it for us to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like so you gotta actually like develop the game. You can't be talking about it all the time. But I'm kind of fiending for it because I saw a video of it the other day that kind of like popped up on me, and I was like, oh yeah, when is this gonna come out? Oh no, it was because we were talking about new games that were coming out. We were talking like D&F Duel and talking about KOF 15, which we'll get into that a little bit later. And I was like, oh yeah, Coreupt, man. I don't think we have a date for it, but I'm definitely, I'm still ready to see that, you know what I'm saying? It's like and so it has me ready to play, ready to fight. I really wanna compete in it, and the most important part with this one is that this is developed by a black man. So you know what I'm saying? We still in Black History Month. So it's like this is developed by a black man. So this is dope. This is dope all around. But I'll throw it over to Open Mind real quick. How you feeling about Coreupt in general?
It's what you said, the last part, man. The most important part about Coreupt is that it's being developed by a black man. And shout out to JW, man. Like for me, it's just stepping away from the visuals of the game and stepping away from the look of it. For me, I'm honored to play the game in the event that he can get it together and put it out the way he wants to. Because it makes me proud, like you know, like we take what they give us, right? The gaming community. Whether a black man that's working for the studio or designing characters for the studio, but he's not in control. He doesn't have creative control, the black man, right? So we got a black man that has creative control over the game as well as the game itself. He's not just developing the game, he's creative control. And that for me means a lot, man. It means a lot to the up-and-coming generation. I got funds, you know what I'm saying? I'm raising kids. And that's possible. That we don't have to just take what they give us. We can create our own, provided we got the funds to do so. We can create our own and keep it ours. And we can not only create our own, we can compete with the best because Coreupt is dope looking. I don't know how it feels. Of course, we got to feel it, right? We got to play it and see how it feels because as an avid fighting gamer myself, the game got to feel good. Looking good is what pulls me in. When I pick up the controller, how does it feel? And how does it feel is just as important as how does it look. You know, at the end of the game, you can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? Light and dark, night and day, they both coexist and you got to deal with them. So for me, first and foremost, shout out to JW for just being black, right? I don't care how big it is that sounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're listening and that bothers you. For just being black and then being in a position to do this for real, not for play, and give us a good game. I'm rooting for them. You know what I'm saying? I know, I understand without having to ask any personal questions that this is a tough journey. It's a tough financial journey. It's the financial burden that this is the biggest part of the stress. We ain't got to speak about it. I just understand that portion. So I'm patient in that regard that I actually do have a little bit of understanding of the process because the process is all financial. It ain't about finding the right people. Sometimes it's just about paying the right people and having the money to pay those people so that you can get the best product. Because me, for example, I credit to making music. Like, I haven't put out no new music because I can't afford to pay my engineer to clean it up for me. See, I'm not going to put out no songs that I just created real quick in the lab. It's not. It hasn't been mixed and mastered. It hasn't been mixed and mastered. It hasn't been edited. It's not radio ready. And since I don't have the money to invest in my music, I'm just not going to even create none. Because every time I make a beat, make a song, write the lyrics, spit the mic, complete the whole little process, I send that whole track package to my engineer so he can clean it up for me. But he charges a certain flat fee that I just don't have the money for. Which is a similar process when you develop in a game. You create a rough copy of whatever, and you send it off to somebody else to clean it up for you. And that company or entity has a fee, and you need those funds to do that. And that's why we got the GoFundMe. That's why he's trying to crowdfund it, because he has a big idea, a great idea. So far, so good what we got. But the process is having the funds to make sure we got the best quality product. And I'm not trying to speak for him. I'm just saying I understand the process. So I'm patient because I understand the process. I'm not giving him a hard time. And I hope everything works out for J-Dub. Because this will be a dub for black folks in this sector. Like we so either we're invisible or we're not credited, or either we're invisible or we're not respected, or they just don't think we're capable. Whatever the dismissal is, it's a dismissal nonetheless. And the fact that if he can just pull it off, man, I'm praising God for him, bro. I'm praying that JW, in God's name, that it happens, because not for the fighting game community, but for us as black folks, bro. It's bigger than fighting games for me. You know, it's bigger than the look of the game. Oh, that game looks dope. Yes, it does. When I first saw the clip, yes, Coreupt looked just fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's not where I met with it. Where I met with it is the color of his skin and that he's doing it big. And that's where I met with it. And I hope he can just get it done the way, you know, his game can stand next to the Dragon Ball Zs and the Tekkens of the world, can stand next to them, and he can and they go into tournaments and playing. Everybody's trying to be the best in the world in that game and all that stuff. And if he could just get it out and that's what it turns into. Man, I shed a tear for him, bro. I'm rooting for J Dub. In that regard. So that's where I'm at with it, bro.
It's super. I like the way it moves. Like it's very.
Yeah.
It's got a very different energy around how it moves. The look is. If I was to say how it look, it does looks a little bit similar to kind of like maybe MK, sort of in that lane. But the way it moves and the way they use the animation around how the movement and like I guess like the camera blur, the movement blur, it's just super fun. And I think I have a lot of fun playing it. Like I mean, similar just like Guilty Gear right now, playing this is a lot of fun. And Coreupt looks like something that, if it has crossplay, true crossplay, not just like PS5 and PS4. It's not crossplay, true crossplay. I love to jump in and have some fun playing it, and getting out there doing our thing, and enjoying it.
Let me say this though about crossplay for Coreupt, right? Because I'm still rooting for J Dub. But if J-Dub is not able to get crossplay for Coreupt, and he can only get it to where it's platform to platform. So if it comes out on PC, only PC players can play each other and so on and so forth. If he's unable to do crossplay, I'm not going to give him a hard time because this is his first go around with this, and crossplay is very expensive.
True.
The cost of crossplay alone can sometimes rival the cost of creating the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact cost, but because each game is different. But crossplay is expensive to just do. And with him doing it, crowdfunding like he's doing and just doing the best he can with it, if he's unable to, I'm just going to be real, if he's unable to afford to put crossplay in this game, I'm not gonna hold that against him. You see what I'm saying? If he could get the game out and it's dope, and it's just only PlayStation people can play each other, and only Xbox people can play each other, or whatever that looks like, and it's just not crossplay, I'm not gonna give him a hard time like I would give the Guilty Gears and the Tekkens a hard time, because y'all got money, y'all billionaires. It should be no excuse like y'all don't have crossplay. Like JW gets an excuse, but he just can't do it. I don't want to put that burden on him like I want to put it on Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear should have crossplay, right? Our system works, you know what I'm saying? Like Dragon Ball Z should have crossplay. There's no excuse for them. He gets an excuse. He's crowdfunding. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to understand that like he got enough pressure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't put him under don't put that crossplay pressure on him.
You know what? You know what? I retract my previous statement. You're right. We talking about a whole, because we talking about a whole different thing right now.
Yeah, because I like I said, I understand the process, right? So I don't have to know the exact numbers. I just understand in general the process. So it's like, yo, it's bad enough we're trying to get this mechanic in the game. Then you won't crossplay. So I understand. Like I know Jay will listen to this. He probably gonna just laugh to himself, right? Listen to me say this because I just understand the process, and it's like, I'm gonna be hard on Namco and Capcom and them. Oh, y'all gonna get this work. Y'all should have crossplay. Y'all billionaires. JW, just do the best you can with what you got, and that's okay. You don't have to give us crossplay. But if you can, right, that'll be dope.
Yeah, it's like, because on the real, JW, regardless of what you do, we gonna rock this game out.
Right? Yeah, we gonna rock out. If we can't crossplay, I'm still gonna play it. Oh, yo, I'm jumping in rank mode on Coreupt. I don't know who my main is going to be, but I'll figure that out when the time comes. And I'm going to put all type of content. I'm putting YouTube videos out, clips of me doing the ultra combo or whatever that looks like, for Coreupt. I'm going to learn the system, and I'm going to be for fun, right? For fun. Not for, like I'm not trying to be the super pro, but just to promote his content. Play this game. Because in my mind, I want this black man to see that this is what he's trying to do, because he's making history here, man. If he can do this is history right here, bro.
True that.
Like, some people might not care in that regard, but for me, it's like sentimental because I'm just militant like that. I would like seeing us do well instead of us fighting on YouTube, in the street.
True that.
Fight video in the grass or in the project. That's the videos we got, right? We can't. I'm tired of us being the butt of a joke. I'll take it serious. I want you to succeed. But like I said, Coreupt looks great so far. What we got, I like all the characters so far. So it's shaping up to me to be like DNF.
Come on, go Lewiz. Sorry.
Coreupt just visually looks like a game where you can play with the whole roster, like DNF Duel. Because DNF Duel, to
not
me,
the wall bounce too.
With the
Yo, man.
Yeah, DNF Duel to me is a game where you can play with the whole roster. You really can. The whole roster is easy to pick up every character on the roster and just press those buttons and figure out that character's archetype in a matter of seconds. It's not too complicated. DNF Duel, I can't wait for it to come out so you can play it. And Coreupt looks visually, because I haven't felt it, looks visually like no matter who you pick, you'll be able to figure that character out. They're not going to be too out of this world to play. But like I said, we got to feel it. I'm just looking. We don't know what it feels like. Ooh, I hate gold, Lewiz, bro. I do not like fighting gold.
Come on now, gold.
Look, but if you haven't fought though, you want mobile, so you can get away from gold, Lewiz, and not get caught in that frame trap. I'm too slow with Potemkin. He just texted me in that frame trap all the time. I can't deal with gold, Lewiz, bro, with Potemkin.
Yo, man, this was a good match, man. I felt like I was giving him the best that I got. like I felt like I wasn't using my dive kick as much, but I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I was working. I felt like I was working. I was actually doing some proper things.
He's a bad matchup for Potemkin, bro. I can't do nothing with gold, Lewiz. I get a couple of wins in by somebody who don't know what they're doing, but the most part, gold Lewiz beats me down, bro. I can't. And it's because I'm playing with Potemkin. He's just too slow, and it's like I can't interrupt him. I can interrupt the whole roster with Potemkin. Even I can even get some good hits off of what's his name, Zato and Axel, the cheapest players in the game. I can still somehow get some good combos off of them. I can't do nothing with gold Lewiz. And I'm like, this dude is big and slow, and he's still like, it's always gold Lewiz' turn. You know what I'm saying? It's always his turn. You don't never get the turn. He just keeps spamming that casket, and I just can't. The frames on it, the hitbox on it is weird. You know what I'm saying? I just like, why is like, I know I can interrupt this, but every time I try to punch or even light punch, he still catches me. So I don't take gold Lewiz like that. Unless I'm just sitting in the lobby and it jump through, I take it. But like if I can run around the lobby and I see gold Lewiz, I run past him. Like, I'm not fighting gold Lewiz. I can't get off. No, go ahead.
No, like that gold Lewiz match had me because I was feeling kind of good for a second, but when he got away with that casket, I was like, oh boy.
I can't do it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Gold Lewiz is my Achilles heel. That is a character that I just struggle with. I just can't. I know, like the matchup. I guess I'm just my old fingers. I can't. I can't do it.
Oh boy, here we go with Eno. We're gonna see. I don't have a lot of matchups for Eno, but on the point of Coreupt, guys, check out Coreupt. It's COREUPT. It's definitely worth it. It's awesome to see, man, for real. Like I'm hyped for it to come out. And I'll really be making some content for that because there's always gonna be hotness.
Oh, most definitely, man. I can't wait. I'm hyped for it, but I know it's further down the line. I'm not even expecting it this year.
Yeah, I don't think.
If I had to guess, I give it late 2023. If I had to just guess, and it's just a guess. If we get it, of course that's great, but realistically, I'm looking into the future for that because it's just the funds, man, and you got to get that right. I understand. Don't rush it. Do it right.
Yeah.
I'm feeding for it, but not to the point where I want him to run. Now I won't take your time and work out the kinks, whatever those are. Work them kinks out one by one and test and test. It's like the James Webb Telescope. Keep testing until everything right. You know, and then roll it out. Ooh, potential buster, yes.
Ooh.
Combo into heavily potential. Baiken gets her back, bro. Just took Baiken heaven, bro. You know, since she's been out, I've only taken her to heaven like 4 times. Like, I haven't really, I can't never really get set up. I can beat her, I just can't take her to heaven. Because it's hard to catch her in the air. Like, Baiken is cold-blooded. I like Baiken. At least I like fighting against her.
Cold-blooded. Yo, that loss was cold-blooded. I need to get on my gene and really hold this one down. I think this is one that I could have taken. Like, I know Eno got faster buttons than me, but I feel like I could have. Whoa, hold up. Let's get some control about how we, you know what I'm saying? Let's.
All right, so Project L. Now, who's developing that game again? I can't remember.
The people that do League of Legends.
I don't know nothing about League of Legends. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to get education. I don't know.
Now that I have no idea, and this is sad. This is messed up for someone who loves Arcane, the series that they just dropped on Netflix. That's one that I thought could have went my way, but yeah, well, took me down. But I'm trying to think, what is the name of the people that are developing? I'm sure somebody in the chat or someone in the comments will say it later. But the way that looks is all the tag nature of it, and I'm already like Echo is looking like that fire. Like, I'm ready for that one. Like I'm ready for that one. Let's see if I can get. See, I forgot the whole launch thing. I forgot how to launch people. I completely forgot about that.
You talk about the dust move?
Yeah. Let's see, Burst Max. All right, cool. So pretty much. Besides Coreupt, check out Coreupt. But on this one with the project, man, that Project L, that Echo, even that dude with the axe look crazy.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, my bad.
Ooh, Potemkin. All right.
No,
all right.
I was saying, the best way to do the dust move is to Oki. Because, like, if you just want to hit confirm it, the best way to do it is on Oki.
Okay.
Get knocked down, get them close. Bam, I just did this now.
Yeah, I'm playing the Potemkin now, so now I gotta, I gotta know that whole rush down that I be wanting to do. Big mistake. I whiffed the meaty, and nice. Come on now. Give me that RC. Come on now. Yeah, what you thought this was? Oh, you missed the grab, didn't you? Ooh, got lucky on this Potemkin. I think I just got lucky on this one. Like, cause you got to stay out them hands.
Yeah, you got to keep the distance with Potemkin, bro. But see, you can keep the distance against me. I'm gonna get close to you anyway. You ain't gonna get a run from me.
that
So
that
you
back
can
dash
run.
be that back dash be helping. He going. Ooh.
Yeah, but I got a full screen charge though.
Yeah, because you got. I thought he was going mega fist. I've seen Open Mind doing these mega fists. I know what the deal is. Ooh, you gonna take a ride, boy? That's right. That's right. I'm going to see the doctor. That's right. Ooh, I pulled that out because that was close. Because Potemkin is too strong, yo. It's like you get a hold of me one time, I'm like, bruh. That
Okay,
man.
So we pass on some knowledge to you. Have you fought any Baikens at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you some tech. If you ever up on her and you know how to wake up super, her little sword slicer, block the first two hits. The third sword slice is a delay in between. So if you block the first two hits and you're quick enough, you can do false command grab on her before she hits you with the third one. If she doesn't have no meter to Roman cancel out of it, like sometimes they just got 1 bar meter and they wake up super and that's it. They just blow their load. If you block the first two sword slices, the third follow-up slice, get ready for it. Don't block. Just do the command grab for Faust's little, the afro. And that's like a free hit. Like, you don't try to block the third hit. You ain't got to stand there and wait for the animation to finish. You just got to block the first two with Baiken. So when I'm blocking Baiken, if they wake up super, I'm just patient. I block when they want to get up. They get up, wake up super. I block the first two hits, and I pretend to bust her. She can't hit me with a third. The third sword is coming, but I'm finna grab her out of it. And I know Faust got a command grab, but you got to be really, really, really close. She's gonna be really, really, really close to you. So if you do it up close, go ahead and command grab.
I mistimed my media on that one, but I won't mistime it no more now. Woo! Hold up. Checking the opponent's connection. Whoa, what's... Come on, get this punishment. Oh no. Oh, okay, I'm still alive. All right. Oh no, he actually got me. Oh. He won the fight, man. I perfected him too, man. Oh, dang. But you know what? Yeah, I perfected him, but he won the fight, man. So it's 1-1. Let's go in, all right. So he's going for the final fight. All right, let's see what he got. That was a nice counter. Ooh, that was a nice counter.
I can tell this dude is he don't really know what he's doing with Baiken because all he's trying to do is grab me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no! I keep mistiming my meaty and getting grabbed. You know what? I'm getting greedy. That's what it is. I'm getting greedy.
Is that what it is?
I'm getting greedy. Back up. Oh, he tried that little baby hit at the beginning. You thought that was gonna work, huh? Try that little baby hit.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I sent him downstairs. I didn't even realize he was about to down there. Dude was trying to get into heaven. I guess I kicked him out. I didn't even realize he was.
Come on, get this wall. Come on, get this wall burst, boy. Come on, get this wall burst. Come on, get this wall burst. What? Oh, went for the grab and you missed. Yes, that's how you finish out a round. That's how you close it out. You get the wall break and you get busy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. 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 Your Faust is improving, sir.
Man, I'm trying. I'm trying in these streets. He got scared. He got scared of your boy. Oh, you got a big old pipe, big old Potemkin scared of your boy. Oh, don't you run now. Oh, snap. You know exactly when he grabs me because I'm like, oh.
Nah, you softer this little Potemkin. Oh, he got the grab. Oh, Lord. He's a bit laggy.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice. Nice way to close it out. Nice way to close it out. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do these things. You know what I'm saying? Let's elevate, my brothers and sisters. We want to go to the top.
Be careful with the tornado because if you land and he's quick enough, he can grab you as you land.
Bro, you ain't never lied on that. He caught me coming down on one of them. And I was like, hold on, you can grab? I didn't know you could grab me out of that. Or, well, not really grab me out of it, but like grab like at the last frame or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not pretty, but I survived that one. And I perfected them. I was like, word up, you know, your boy.
Hey, GG's, man. Look, I said, you getting good, man.
Like, I'm trying. I enjoy playing Faust a lot. Like, I enjoy playing Faust. So now it's just all about like watching other people that are way better than me and like figuring how I can like, you know, be inspired by them, like make something different. That's not high.
I'm about to fight a Leo. Oh Lord, Unga Bunga time.
What's Unga Bunga? What's that? Oh.
Unga Bunga is when you just getting these bouncy like combos where the character just keep bouncing up in the air and you just keep bouncing and bouncing. Bunga Bunga Bunga. Like
all right, here come Millia Rage, boy. Millia Rage she about to come with it. So next up, let's talk about some how should we say some Twitter drama.
Yeah, the Twitter drama.
So you had a match in Dragon Ball Z Fighters, a little fighters match. You know, you were playing in fighters, having a good time.
Look, just chilling, minding my business. Well, it's a situation that I didn't realize it was gonna make this much noise. You know, it's like I made a little video about it. I addressed it, but I could care less about it. I'm not. My mind isn't on it the way the community thinks it is. If that makes any sense. Like it's not my goal really to come home hoping that I run into a pro player or high level player that's prominent or something like that. I just play my old PlayStation when I get off work to wind down from the day, you know. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's like for me, the PlayStation. As I get older, become an older man, it's like fishing, right? You know, your uncle, your granddad, you go fishing, just get away from your grandma. You know what I'm saying? So, when I grew up as a young man, I watched my grandfather do his hobbies. He would be in the garage chopping on wood, sanding something, working on the car. It's nothing. It's just time wasting, but it's just something to do as a hobby to keep his mind like focused. He sit on the back porch with a cigar. He work in the yard, right? Hobby. So in this digital age, for me, gaming is just that. It's a hobby for me. It's just something to relax my mind. I make a lot of important decisions for the family. You know what I'm saying? What my next move going to be? Do I like this job? Do I want to quit this job? Do I want to do this? Like, I'm thinking about these things as I play because I'm not distracted with life.
You kind of get to decompress a little bit.
Decompress. I come home to do that thing. I just all let it explain. And I make a little lobby. You know, I didn't feel like going in the rank because I'm a god of destruction rank. And I'm only got like 2.2 million, which you got to get a whole nother million to get to the next rank once you get into the god ranks. There's no 100,000 rank up. Anybody who knows Dragon Ball Z know. So I'm only at 2.2 million, 200,000 and two. I got to get 800,000 points to rank up to the next rank, which is Ultra Instinct. And I just don't care for it, right? I don't really care to do that. So when I play Dragon Ball Z, I'm either in a casual match or I'm in a party battle. Just because I still like the play of the game, I don't necessarily care to rank up anymore. I'm that god of destruction, and I'll stay there, and I'm cool with that, right? So I'm doing my party battle shuffle thing that I do whenever I play, and I didn't really pay attention to who was coming in the room. You know what I'm saying? I was just letting the room fill up. I think I may have been inboxing, texting you. You might have been talking about some stuff unrelated to this, because I hadn't even put the clips out. And you and I might have been inboxing, talking about some game and stuff. So the fight is you know, you get the verse screen, you see who you're about to fight. I look up to you. Oh shoot, I got to fight. Let me put the phone down. So the verse screen is still loading. Staring at the verse screen, I'm like looking at the names on my screen, right? And I'm like, Punky. What is Punky? Sounds familiar. Well, I saw that name online before. I saw that name online, like on YouTube, for example. Not necessarily seen it on Dragon Ball Z before, but I've seen that account name spelled like that on the internet because I watched little clips of fighting, and I'm not necessarily looking at a specific YouTube channel. My YouTube feed algorithm just shows me random fights, Tekken, Street Fighter, whatever the hell. So I saw that name so much because I clicked on those videos so much in my archive that when I see it on my TV now, it's like, that name sounds familiar because I've seen that name before. But whose name is that? And which one of these guys, because I'm an old man, you know what I'm saying, I'm not like memorizing it. So the first thing popped in my head was, is that the punk the punk that plays the pro punk? I think, is that how you spell his name? I was like, nah, that ain't him. Whatever. The fight load, we start rumbling, battle royale type of situation.
Word.
And the character that's named Punky was using Bardock, right? It was the Bardock player. So as the fights go on, Bardock is just running through everybody. When Bardock finally gets tagged in, Bardock is just zipping across the screen, destroying people. I haven't been tagged in yet, so I'm just watching the fight. I'm still sitting. I'm Yamcha, but nobody's tagged me in yet, so I can't do anything till I get tagged in. Well, Bardock destroys our first little dude. He just destroys him. Second man comes out, right? He's trying to deal with Bardock. He can't deal with Bardock, right? The Bardock is level 3 him, and he's teabagging him, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, that's punk for real as far as gameplay, right? So, and this is what I'm thinking while the fight's going on. So, since now I'm the last one left, right? And this is how I remember it. The video is there for anybody to watch. So, if I'm not saying it in the order I'm saying it in, I'm an old man. Y'all can watch the video. But as I come in the first fight, as I come flying in, I'm like, I'm thinking, I wonder if this is really Punk. And as I started fighting, the pressure, like, you know a person high level when you fight against them. It's one thing to watch a video, right? It's one thing to watch a person being high level. And then if you watch any video, whatever fighting game it is, you see all type of craziness happening from just the visuals, like, oh, that was crazy. But if you're in the moment, if you're in the fight, right, you feel that pressure. It's like, dude, I can't get a punch in. I can't even move. I'm locked down. And if you watch the video, he had me in a block string that I was just like, I blocked it. I had to really, really wait for him to stop punching, because I'm telling you that I ain't say I've never fought nobody like really good in Dragon Ball. But this person, this Bardock player, felt like an extremely high level player. I felt the pressure. Like the other little fighters that was fighting on his team was trash. Like there was nothing. I was Yamcha. Watch out, just destroyed them. Bardock was whooping my ass. So, sorry for the cussing, but the Bardock player beat me to an inch of my life, and I had to tag out to like, you know, to like live. Like I was almost dead. The video shows Bardock almost killed me. I literally escaped. I tagged out, and right before he did his tag out, and I barely survived. Like I'm kind of like, I felt that. I was like, whoa, this is how I'm feeling while I'm fighting. I'm like, yo, that's punk. You know what I'm saying? I tagged out. I was like, oh shoot. I was like, yo, this is really punk. And I'm saying this to myself. I'm on my couch. I'm in my house. Nobody's listening. I'm not yelling. I'm just thinking like, dang, that really was punk. It felt like, I was like, yo, you know when you playing a high level player. It's different. Like I'm a god of destruction rank. So I know how the higher ranks play versus somebody who's kind of like copy off something that they saw a video of, but you're not really that good at it. You watch somebody else do that move, but you tried to do it and it just didn't look right. It's hard to explain, but when you are already a high level fighter, you can feel the difference in the opponent that's in front of you. That's the best way I can explain it in words that make sense to people. Like I was fighting Bardock as Yamcha, I felt overwhelmed, right? I felt it. You know what I'm saying? And I tagged the hell out of there because I was about to die. And that was my way of not using our spark. I was trying to save the spark because this is not me controlling these three people. I'm only controlling Yamcha. So I'm thinking,
which is kind of cool. I like that setup. Like I've never done that.
That's why I do it.
Yeah, I've never done that in I've never done that in
fun,
Dragon Ball, but it seems kind of cool to have like two other random people like playing with you.
Listen, I'm just explaining my experience just fighting, like just telling you the whole experience. As I'm fighting, when I tell you I felt the pressure, I felt the pressure of somebody who really knows what they're doing, and these other little guys that we're teamed up with really don't know what they're doing. This is what I'm thinking while I'm fighting. I'm Yamcha in the fight. What's going through my mind as I fight? I'm watching everything take place, and I'm like, these guys are trash, but this Bardock is a beast. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, so when it's my turn, I'm like, I'm going to do my best. You know, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not sitting on the couch pumping on my chest like, I'm about to destroy these guys. Like, that's not what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, I just got tagged in, and I just got beat down. I'm not dead yet. I can tag out and recover some health. But when I was in there fighting, I was losing. You understand me? I was losing, Nerd. I wasn't winning. I tagged out so I could recover because he was beating me down. And I was like, oh, that's Punk. And I say, I've never fought Punk, so I've never fought him. But I know the difference between somebody who don't know what they're doing, Dragon Ball Z, and somebody who know what they're doing. And when I tell you, he threw everything at me, and I was just blocking it, not because I'm super duper intelligent, but because I was just like, I didn't want to press no buttons, because if I press something, he going get me, and I'm done. Right, I'm about to get launched. So I just didn't press nothing. I just blocked. And I just waited for him to just stop. Like, I didn't try to interrupt. I didn't try to like fake him out. I just stood there and took it, and he had me. That was pressure. So I'm like, so in the fight, I was like, well, if I didn't know now, if I didn't know then at the first screen, I know now. This is really Punk the guy. So I tag out, and I heal up what I could heal up because my teammate just got destroyed. I tagged my teammate in because Punk, I guess the Bardock character tagged out too, but he tagged in to try to finish me off. He had me in a combo. Well, no, I had him in the spirit ball, and he tried to interrupt my spirit ball by tagging his character in, hopefully to hit me so I could stop spirit balling. But I tagged out and tagged Gogeta in to save my life because I was about to die. You know what I'm saying? and I healed up. So I heal up, Gogeta dies, now I'm alone. Now it's Dolo. Now you can't run no more. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, all right, so I was like, I sat up on the edge of the couch. You know how you put your butt on like the edge of the couch?
Yep.
It's like I'm squatting in air. Like that's that's why I'm laughing. This is why I put the video out, because if people could see what I was doing on the couch, it was so funny. Like my wife, she came, like walked past the living room, and she was like, "Babe, you okay?" And I just was like, had the headphones in. I was like, "I'm good, babe, I'm good." And I just like brushed her off, because I had my butt on like the edge of the couch where I was just squatting in air. That's how focused I was, because now I'm alone, right? So I'm just doing the best I can. Like I'm just like, I like he's jumping, he's moving, and I did the super dash, and I caught him in combo. I was like, okay, finish the combo. I'm thinking, like I'm in air, doing the air combo, like pop, 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 just finish him off. Don't be cute, because I could have got more hits. I could have got more damage, right? I could have kept going, but I was afraid I was going to drop the combo. So I did the most basic combo that I know. I'm just going to get this I got him in combo. This is split second, right? I got him in combo. Just hold it steady. Just pop, 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 pop. He dropped, he splat, do level 3, bam. Get rid of him. And I looked, I was like, so I beat him. So I was like, I knocked him out the ring, and I got to fight this buddy now. So I'm like, I took a deep breath, and I was like, wow, that was Punk. That felt like Punk. I was like, did I just beat this dude? And now, I'm not done yet. Gotta fight the other guy. I finish him off, and if you look at my life bar, nerd, where's my life bar? It's always within an inch of my life. I'm always just not quite dead. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's just my fight. That's how a lot of my fights is. So I win that first one. So I'm thinking we go back to the lobby. They switch around. The little shuffle switches everybody around. People switch characters, and I'm looking at the lobby. Now I'm looking at the lobby, and I ain't got no phone. I'm like, I think Punk is really in this room. And so I'm looking at the Bardock player. He's still sitting there. I'm like, all right, so he's going to play again? All right, let's play. So we go again. Now we have verse screen again. And something to the video I want to speak about. When I tried to save the replay, the first fight, but my PlayStation gave me an error code, so it didn't save the replay. I tried to save it again, and only saved like the last 2 seconds. So I had to go to the little replay monk and go back to the replay monk, which I looked and I was like, dang, they took the names away. But since we had another fight, I was able to successfully save the second fight, which shows the actual names without the little monk guy, because my PlayStation finally acted right. So the first time I tried to save the clip, it took me to the blue screen, it gave me an error code. And I was like, damn it, I didn't save the fucking clip. I'm sorry for cussing. So I go to the monk over there in the corner that lets you look at your replays, and I was sifting through because I had some fights, I had to sift through it should have been at the top, but I just didn't see it. I grab it, I was like, there it is right there. So I play it, I let it play on my TV, and I just press the save share button so I can record it. The only thing is, it took away the PlayStation account name. But luckily, I saved the second fight successfully on the PlayStation properly. So now we got the actual PlayStation names of the people using these characters, which is why I was like, yes, because if I put this video out, people are like, man, that's what I was thinking that before I even put the video out. I was like, this does not show his name. It just shows 3 people. It just shows Dragon Ball Z characters running around the screen. You don't know the names. But the second fight has their names printed right there under their next to their characters properly, like it's supposed to, because that's how the PlayStation saves clips. So I was like, this is my saving grace. This last little clip right here shows his name. So, and then the second fight, it really is like he was just as much. This is godlike in the second fight as it was in the first fight. I did the level 3 and it didn't finish him, and I was like, I'm dead now. Like I was thinking that. Like I did the level 3 and he didn't die, and I charged at him. I was like, I'm dead. I'll just go ahead and take it. Forget it. At least I fought Punk. I was gonna post the clip anyway, win or lose. I didn't care. I was gonna post the clip even if I lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was gonna post the clip and say, hey y'all, ran into Punk. He beat the crap out of me, but look at this fight. Just like I did with Idom. Remember when I fought Idom? And I posted it. Idom beat the crap out of me with Eno, and I posted it. And Idom retweeted it. It was like LOL GG. Idom didn't go off on me and say I was, clout chasing. He just replied to the tweet laughing, and that was that. And that's all. That was that. It didn't turn to this Twitter storm that it turned into. It's like, in other words, Punk isn't the only pro player that I've run into.
Yeah.
You see,
you also played who did you play in Guilty Gear? Can't remember. You played No, I thought there was another, or maybe there was another pro player played at
Lil
SFE.
Majin.
Oh, Lil Majin.
Lil
Yeah.
Majin. I posted that clip. Tag Lil Majin. Lil Majin didn't cuss me out and call me a clout chaser. Lil Majin retweeted the tweet and said GG's, and that was it. And there wasn't no, I didn't have to like prove myself with screenshots and every extra little, all these the evidence documents that they're asking me for. Lil Majin on Guilty Gear, he was using chips. He beat me 2, and I beat him. You do 3 sets. He beat me the first 2 sets, and I won the last set. Right? So I posted whatever, because it only saved so much. So I saved it, and it showed him beating me the first set and me winning the last one. That was all I could really capture. But you could see at the end of the video where it's 2-1, where Potemkin is doing his salute, but he only won 1. Lil Majin got 2. So I posted the clip of me fighting Lil Majin. I tagged Lil Majin. He didn't retweet eventually, but I'm sure he saw the tweet because he replied and just said LOL GG. He said LOL GG. That's it. When I posted the Idom clip when I fought his Eno. He beat the crap out of me, and I posted him beating the crap out of me, and he replied and was like LOL GG. And that was that, and that's all it should have been, right? So, I didn't intend to run into Punk. I intended to come home and sit on my couch and play my PlayStation. What happened was Punk jumped into my lobby because I guess he was just online that day too, right?
Yeah.
These things happen, right? If you run into Lil Majin, if you run into Idom, you're gonna run into Punk and the rest of them too, right? Because they play online too, right?
True.
That's all it is. It's all it is. It's no conspiracy. It's nothing other than me sitting on my couch and playing my PlayStation. And another one I ran into. What is his name? I can't think of his name. It's another pro player that I ran into that beat the crap out of me on Guilty Gear, but I can't think of his name right now, and it'll probably come to me later, even if we don't finish the live. It's just that my thing is if I run into a pro player on any genre, and I see that the name, and I'll check and make sure it's them, go to their page and look at their little videos. Okay, what my screen says matches your screen on your own account. That's how I verify. My screen has Idom New York on it. And then I went to Idom, I typed that in the search box in Twitter and on YouTube. I looked at Idom's Street Fighter fights. I looked at Idom's other games he plays fights. He spells his name the same way on all games he plays. So I was like, okay, this is really Idom. This is what I'm doing before I even post it. I post it and I tag them. They reply to it, acknowledging, yeah, that was me. Oh, GG's. Oh, that was you, GG's. And that's it, and it's over. There's no Twitter storm. There's no clout chase. There's no 15,000 views of discredibility. It's just a simple GG's, bro. You see what I'm saying? And that's all it is, and that's all it should have been, right? But what did we get with Punk? In other words, I said all of that to say I ran into another pro player who happened to be Punk the God. I beat him I'm telling you, by the hair off my damn skin. I'm not saying that I'll beat him and it was just easy. What I'm telling you on this live stream is that I was struggling, and you can see it if you watch the video, how I was struggling in that fight. Yes, I won, but I'm not proud of it like people think I am, because I'm criticizing myself, saying, yo, you fought Punk, you won, but you could have did better than that. So I'm telling myself, I'm talking to myself, right, as I edit the video. So I'm really not gloating. I'll post this clip it's my way of being fair. I posted the clip with Lil Majin. I posted the clip with Idom. Posted the clip with the other guy whose name I can't remember right now, but the clip is up. And this particular time it happens to be Punk. And I'm just following through with what I've already been doing in the event that I run into pros. I'll post the clip. Everybody can see that. Hey, and if you guys care, hey, I ran into this guy today, and this is what happened. Check out the fight. Dope fight. I want you to watch the fight, click like, and move on with your life. That's what I want you to do. That's all I want you to do. But what ended up happening was I got attacked by Punk and his minions, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, well, why is
his minions
everybody
will
so
get you.
mad? What's the difference between me fighting, running into Idom and posting that clip, and running into Lil Majin and posting that clip, and the other guy whose name I can't remember posting that clip, and none of these guys like went on a tirade about it. They just retweeted it and moved on with their life, and nobody cared, which is what I appreciate them doing. I appreciate you, Lil Majin and Idom and the other guy whose name I can't remember right now, because he's a pro player. He beat me up too. I just can't remember his name right now because I didn't memorize it. I did everything. I did the research. I posted the clip, and that was that. Now I just can't remember his name. It was on Guilty Gear too. He was using when Happy Chaos came out. The first couple of days of Happy Chaos, he was playing with Happy Chaos. He was just destroying me with Happy Chaos. But I just can't think of his name. But those guys didn't create a Twitter storm with me. They didn't call me a clout chaser.
Yeah.
For posting those clips of them. I didn't do anything different with this clip that I didn't do with those guys as far as researching to make sure it's actually them before I post it, right? But the response is, that ain't me. So he just completely just doesn't even acknowledge that it's him. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. But I'm gonna leave this video up because because it felt like you. That this Bardock is, I hate that word, but we're gonna use it. This Bardock is godlike, right? This Bardock is godlike, and I better sit up on my couch and quit slouching back. Like I was slouching on the couch while I was playing, but Bardock made me sit up. You know what I'm saying? So that's a compliment to him, is it not?
Yeah, I feel you. Is
that a dig or a compliment?
The only thing I can think is when it comes to your boy.
Yeah.
He has a I guess a track record of like not taking losses well. Like,
see, I don't know that. I don't know that much. Like, it's not like I said to follow the guy. I just know who he is, and I know of him, and I can't help but see his name online because I follow other gamers who post their clips. Hey, it'll say Punk versus Problem X, or it'll say Problem X, or say Sajam versus Punk. Like if you're on the archive on YouTube and you watch a lot of fight videos, they'll start just playing on your algorithm. So I see the title of the video, whether it's Street Fighter, whether it's Guilty Gear, whether it's whatever game it is. Even if I don't play the sound, I'll watch the little fight on my phone as I'm doing something. I might be at work and I'm bored at work, so I'm not playing the sound. I'm letting the video play on my screen. And repetitively, when you see these little videos, because me being a fighting gamer myself, I watch videos to try to see how is this guy's handling these situations that I'm having trouble with. Well, what moves did they do in this situation? I don't watch fights for entertainment purposes. I watch fights for educational purposes. See, I'm an old man. I'm not entertained by the fight. This is school for me. Me scrolling through the FGC online is classwork because I play for fun, but I also like to play and be good at it too. I like to mingle with the high ranks and hold my own for my own sake, not for being famous, but just because if I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna be good at it. Or what am I wasting my time for if I'm just gonna sit on the couch and lose all day, right? So in a sense, I'm not taking it serious in the sense of public adoration. I'll sit on my couch and take it serious in the privacy of my own home, and then once I'm done playing, turn the TV off and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. I'm only as serious in the moment that I'm playing. When I turn the game off, I don't care about my wins and losses. I look at the clock, it's 2 a.m. Well, bro, it's 2 a.m. Go lay down. I tell myself that. Go lay down. It's 2 o'clock. Turn the game off. Because you got to go to work in the morning. So you can't take it too seriously because you have a life that you got to tend to. You got to come out of the fantasy now and come back to reality. You got to go to work. You got bills. You got a wife. You got kids. So you can't get too deep into the game to where if you win or if you lost, that you're gonna harp on it. You know what I'm saying? My wife's not having that, right? She's not having that, and she shouldn't have it. I don't fault her for not having it. She is well within her right to not allow me to be that person. You see what I'm saying? So, what you say?
Nah, just fighting this Baiken. There's some very interesting. There's some very interesting things Baiken could do, and I'm like, I feel like she should have got a hit on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I know she has faster buttons than me. I mean, I'm playing Faust, so I ain't going front. I have mostly. All right, let's get this wall break.
So, you know, the thing with that, I hope that Punk can get past this. You know, I really stopped paying attention to the riffraff. I'm sure. I haven't even gone back to my YouTube page to even acknowledge the comments because my phone battery is dying. I'm getting chirps. I'm getting YouTube chirps. I'm getting Twitter chirps. I just muted all that stuff I turned the notifications off. So I kind of save some battery here because I'm working. Like, I'm not in the house all day. Like, I'm at work. And, like, I hit you up. You said you want to do it live. I said, all right, I'll be home about 9 o'clock tonight because I worked. It's Saturday. I worked all day today. I've been at work since 9 o'clock this morning. That's how long I've been at work today on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So, and I hope he can get past it. And the narrative that's being framed about me clout chasing and about it's not really me, you frauds, and all that stuff is like, to me, all that's not necessary. I won, yes, but I'm not bragging about that, bro. I'm really not. If anybody come across this video just because y'all just looking for drama, y'all looking for some smoke and some beef, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving the FGC what they want. The FGC wants this to be something that is not what I'm intended it for. Because if that's the case, then what about Little Majin? What about Idom? What about the other guy? It's not that with those guys. So why is it going to be with Punk? To me, I put Punk in the same space as Majin and the other two because they're pro players.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not a situation where it's like we can't stand Punk or whatever like that. Like, yes, Punk, you know, he definitely plays kind of his role as the, like, I guess the heel of the FGC or something like that. Right. But his attitude towards that, and I'm not with him. His attitudes towards the FGC and gaming in general is kind of what flows through to his, I guess kind of what flows through to his his fans and his followers.
But you attract what you are, though, right?
Yep.
Whatever you are, you attract that energy. So if you're putting out toxic energy, you're going to attract toxic people. You put out loving energy and supportive energy, you're going to be surrounded by supportive people like yourself. Like, I don't ask you to do half the things you do. You just do it. Because you don't ask me to do half the things I do. I just do it. And we both benefit, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're genuine and there's no sinister intent, no ulterior motive, you just a good human, right? You're just a good human. And like for example, my wife was making fun of me too because I cuss so much. I was like, babe, I'm trying to work on the cussing. I don't want to go on Nerd Channel and cuss. And she just laughed at me. Use me for example. I'll cuss like a sailor on my own platform, but I'm trying to respect your platform and not cuss so much. That little thing right there is me being a genuine person.
Yeah, I feel you.
So if you're a toxic person like the LTGs and the punks, you're gonna attract toxic people, toxic followers, toxic subscribers.
Even if it's just kind of like an act or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Even if it's an act. Even if you're not really the person you show us online and you're just a really cool, laid-back person offline, you're still conjuring up the energy. So you're going to receive it back. Even if you're not that person, you conjured up the toxic energy. So now you're about to get some toxic energy. So
Right.
plays he and listen, I'll say this too. He can have that, bro. I won, but so now I'm not sure if this is true, but if there's a challenge that's been issued to me by him to like settle this once and for all, like let me show this guy that he's a scrub and I'm a god. Let's say that's the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how I respond to that. No rematch, because all this was unnecessary. All this mess about this little fight, which was a party battle. Here's another thing about the party battle. Here's another thing why I'm not beating my chest out. We were only controlling one character. I was controlling Yamcha. He was controlling Bardock. So did I really, really, truly beat him? In other words, the decisions that were made in that party battle, I'm sure Punk would not have done that. I'm sure he would have played a completely different with those three characters had he been controlling them. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So this is why I'm not beating my chest like King Kong, like I'm the man because I beat Punk. No, I understand the context of the fight. It was a party battle. It was a battle royale, last man standing type thing, and I was the last man standing on both fights. But does that really truly mean that I really truly beat Punk? We haven't fought 3-on-3. You see what I'm saying? Which is, and I'm not sure this is true. Which I'm guessing that's the challenge that he's putting out. Fight me where there's no party battle. I get to pick my three and you pick your three and let's go a set. I don't know if that's true, but if that's what's happening, my answer to it is no, because of this damn Twitter storm. Because he cried like a baby about this, and it's not that serious. It's just a party battle. I'm not gloating. I'm not acting like I'm the ish. But I did come on top on this battle royale twice, and I put the video out so everybody can see how dope the fight was. Not to revere me as the guy who took down the god. Don't frame that narrative, because that's not the narrative I'm framing. If that's the narrative y'all want to frame, this old man, this grandpa beat up on Punk, y'all more than welcome to have fun with that, but that's not me doing that, right? That's not where I'm coming from. I'm just having fun. I happened to run into Punk, and somehow I won, and that's okay. But it did not have to come to this. 3 days later, it's still, the video's got like 1,700 views. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, nerd. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's just not my intention to try to create this storm or this drama. He created this in response to it. This is his response to it. So in other words, I'm not taking the party battle that seriously, but you are, in other words. And why?
Yeah.
It's just a party battle. It doesn't affect your rank, doesn't affect your credibility. You are allowed, excuse me, as a pro player, you are allowed to go online and goof around and lose to people who you wouldn't otherwise lose to because you're not taking the fight seriously. You're allowed to do that as a pro player. What's the big deal? You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
What's the big deal? Why are you so mad? So what? I won. I beat you in a party battle, but did I really beat you? No, I actually haven't really beat you because we haven't fought 3-on-3. I just beat you in a party battle.
And then also,
and I emphasize that, in the text, party battle. So there's no misunderstanding. Did you beat Punk 3-on-3? No, I beat Punk 1-on-1 because we had a party battle. So 1-on-1 is right there on the screen. 1-on-1 with Punk, not 3-on-3 with Punk. So what y'all mad about, for real? Everybody's overreacting and everybody missed everything. You missed the little subtle signs that I put in the video, where as I'm editing the video, I'm still not gloating with my editing. When it's time for me and Punk to fight in the video, it says 1-on-1 with Punk, not 3-on-3. So did I really beat Punk, FGC? I beat Punk 1-on-1, but I didn't beat Punk at his full capacity. What y'all mad about?
And at the same time, I can't remember what the title of the video is, but the video isn't like the title of the video is.
It finally happened. It says it finally happened. Open Mind versus Punk the God. That's all that video says. It says nothing else other than that. What y'all mad about?
Yeah, it's so. I'll say this for anyone who's still like mad about this, because see, I haven't visited the video either, so I haven't seen it. All I did, I was just like, this is interesting because I was like, this is the same dude that talks all that stuff about the FGC, but then it's like, I mean, that talks all this stuff about fighters, but in all honesty, if everybody was so trash, he should have been able to beat everybody in that party battle, no problem.
And he would have if I hadn't landed the combo I landed, he would have beat all of us because he was beating all of us. That's why I understand why everybody's like, that ain't Punk. Punk don't fight like that. Did y'all see the fight? Punk was wrecking everybody. Bardock, Punky, the punky person who was controlling Bardock was wrecking everybody. Why don't y'all see that that's Punk? Are y'all serious? You just don't want it to be Punk? Because the Bardock player was destroying people. I almost lost. I didn't just beat him and I had a full health bar. I was beaten to the inch of my life before I won, but barely. You see what I'm saying? Why can't they see it from that perspective? You beat Punk, but he barely beat him. Why can't you frame that narrative? You beat Punk, but you barely beat him. Fight him in a 10 set. See, I would have entertained that, but y'all made it to be something.
Y'all made it like they made it to be like there's no way in the world that this could be Punk. It's impossible. That and so there was a guy in the comments, and I was like, well, just because like you don't think that this is Punk doesn't mean that this can't be Punk.
His name's on the screen, Punky. It's right there. Read it. Now the Punk the God name, that's me editing the video, right? Where he comes in and out, and it says Punk the God when he comes in, and it Punk. And I'm editing the video so people can keep track of who Punk is and who Punk is not. But I didn't even need to do that. You could have just watched the video raw, and you'll see his name. Without me editing, no music, no art, no graphics or what you call the emojis, whatever. On the screen, nothing, just a raw video, you'll see Punky on the screen. His name's right there. Pause the video and look. It's right there. The color is the same. He's yellow, he's orange in color. Punky. He doesn't even use Bardock. Maybe he doesn't use Bardock, but he was playing in a party battle. He doesn't have to use his main character. It's a party battle. You're not taking it serious. So you're gonna play with Bardock today because who cares? It's a party battle. So it's a true statement. Maybe he doesn't main Bardock, but maybe he wanted to play with Bardock to see how to play with Bardock, and I'll take my little losses in this little party battle or this casual match before I take them on rank. Because that's what people do. People test out characters in party battles. Win or lose, they're not taking it seriously. They're testing out a character that they don't normally play with, and they'll do that in a party battle because sometimes practice mode is just not enough. Sometimes you need to be in the heat of battle, and you don't want it to affect your rank. So you go to a party battle or a casual match and play with people you don't normally play with because you're trying to learn the character. And then once you feel comfortable with the character, then you integrate them into your three-man team on rank. That is the narrative. And I don't understand why everybody can't see that. He doesn't even play with Bardock. This is fake. Shut up.
You know that pro players do
everybody
like test
does
out,
this. Pro,
test out.
Casual, everybody does that. It's not a pro thing. It's a fighting game thing. If you play fighting games and you want to play with another character other than your main, you're not going to disturb your rank count or your progress by taking it to the jungle, which is rank mode, and losing. You're going to go to practice mode first, and you're going to go into a casual match or some type of battle royale where it's like, who cares if anybody wins or loses? It doesn't matter. And you're having fun as you learn the character. And if you take L's, it doesn't mean anything because, hey, I'm just learning this character that I don't normally play with. I'm not even playing with my main. So that's what I'm trying to explain to people. It's Punk, but he's not using his main character. So why can't it be that? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all I guess why I call myself open mind because I know how to think outside the box. Where everybody else is just straight line, tunnel vision. If he doesn't even play with Punk, so I mean Bardock, so it's not him. Like really, that's the narrative. That's all the conclusions in the world. There's no other conclusion but that conclusion because he doesn't normally play with Bardock, so that's not him. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Be real.
It's that's one of the weirdest. That's one of the weirdest defenses is that he doesn't play Bardock. Is because like pro players consistently try out new characters to see like, hey, maybe such and such say this is a good character. Maybe I should try him out. You know, and so it's like since such and such says it's a cool character, or I saw a cool combo or something, or a great assist. Maybe I'll see what they play like. You know what I'm saying? That's not.
It's common sense, really. It's not even like it's so you do these things without thinking, nerd. Right? You started off playing Street Fighter. You was a Ken main. I pulled you off Ken and put you on Rashid. But you went to practice mode in casual fights, and you took your L's with Rashid until you got comfortable with Rashid. You took him online, and your win count went up. In that order, you've done it. Is what I'm saying. You've done it.
If regular people are doing it, then pro players are definitely doing it.
Everybody does that, man. So why is it hard for these people to believe that that's Punk? Punk just using a character he doesn't normally use, and he lost. So what? That happens. He does that in tournaments. Punk goes to tournaments in Street Fighter and plays with characters he don't normally play with and loses the tournament. But Punk, you're not using your main. You're gonna lose that fight. You're gonna lose that money match if you're not playing with somebody you don't normally play with. Instead of picking Karen, he play with somebody else and lose. But when Punk picks Karen, you're dead. When Punk picks Karen, he's going home with the money. Period. Punk's going home with the money if he got Karen. But he won't pick Karen. He picks somebody else and he'll lose. Punk does this. He plays with characters that he doesn't normally play with sometimes, especially he does it in tournaments. He might know the character a little bit, but he's not tournament ready with the character. He is tournament ready with his Karen. But some other characters that he played with ain't tournament ready. He's just really good, but tournament ready? Because if he was tournament ready, he'd win those tournaments with them characters. I watched it already. I've seen it happen. So don't tell me it's not him. He's behaving like that. He plays with characters he doesn't normally play with in casual sets, so it doesn't affect his rank. And then when he gets comfortable with that character on that game, whatever game it is, then he'll put it on rank. Then he'll go, because he wasn't even streaming that night. He wasn't even streaming that day because he didn't want nobody to see him playing with that character. It makes sense. Why would I stream playing, and I'm probably going to take some L's because I'm just learning this character, but I'm a pro player and people are going to probably think something, so I'm just going to play tonight. He played secretly in his house. He was not streaming that day. Everything lines up. It's you, man, and it's okay because you were just playing with the character that you don't normally play with and you lost. And I happen to save the clip.
Sorry to cut you off. This connection, bruh, like, it's funny. I took this match, and then all of a sudden, here we go with the theatrics on like the craziness of the lag of this match. Because it was like checking opponent's connection. Then all of a sudden, this is the most laggiest stuff I've seen.
But it's rollback.
Yo.
How's it lagging on rollback?
Yo, bro, you gotta watch this match that I just fought. Like,
I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it. I see the choppiness.
I'm like, what is going on? But with that said, guys, like, look, ain't nobody out here trying to, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hurt your boy. Like, we ain't trying to hurt your boy. We ain't. We know this your boy. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and the funny thing is there's this idea like, oh well, like, you know, like we're kind of like grifters or something like that, because I've heard that come up, and I'm like, what do we gain? What did you gain And what did I gain from retweeting you? I I don't.
The narratives that they frame it are so out of this world. I don't even know what to think anymore. It's like, wow, you guys have a wild imagination. That's all I can say. Like, I can't. I'm not going to, but I can't begin to respond to all of these wacky,
Yeah.
just
So
out of the left field, right field, all the way in the stands. Minds. I don't know where they getting this from, bro. They just crazy. In other words, I presented the fight as a friendly, casual battle by putting party battle in the text, so that people who see the intro can say, "Oh, this is a party battle." So that means this is everybody for the. In other words, there's 6 people and everybody's controlling one character. So we're not in control of the decisions that are made, other than with the one character that we're controlling. So it's kind of skewed, right? So in other words, I fought Punk. I didn't fight him in his full capacity because he didn't have any control over those other characters. He could only control Bardock. So what? I came out on top. It doesn't make me the best.
yeah.
I never claimed to be the best. I never claimed that I was better than him. I just ran into him and I came out on top. And why can't that just be that? Why can't it just be that? Why does it have to be what they're saying it is? You know what I'm saying? Clout chasing. Yo, man, come on. Y'all need to go to bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go to bed.
And the funny thing is, another diss is that like we too old for something. It's like, well, actually, in this case, some of y'all do need some age on y'all, because like
The way y'all handling it, y'all not handling like mature men. Y'all handling it like little boys. And I understand that Punk ain't but like 25 years old. He's not no old. He's still in his early 20s. My oldest son is 22, bro. So Punk and my son ain't that far off, like in age. He's acting like my son, and that's not a disrespect to him. But when my son doesn't get his way, he kind of throws a fit at 22. And I'll be looking at him upside his head like, "You done?" Like, boy, you ain't going through shit in life. I'm sorry for cussing. You ain't going through nothing that you need to lose your mind like that. And because he plays Call of Duty, and he's upstairs cussing in the air. You motherfucker. And I'll come up them steps slow, and I'll stand in the hallway, and I'll just stare at him. Right?
like, look,
he'll look up and he'll look up and he'll see me.
You can't let a game take you there.
Like you in here, you in the house cussing these people out on Call of Duty. And I need my son to explain, my 22-year-old son, who's like only a couple of years younger than Punk. I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling to my son when I'm fussing at him. I need you to explain to me why you so upset. Man, these guys trash and these laggy connections. I said, but son, I said, so if you won, then what? Then I win. I said, that's all you get is a win. You don't get no pride. You don't get nothing. You just in this room running up my light bill, cussing at folks on Call of Duty. That's what I'm talking about. I want the FGC to see open mind. I am a father here, a husband, father. I am not trying to be a game. I fuss at my son about losing his mind. Like the way Punk is acting about this video I put out is how my son acts when he loses on Call of Duty.
Well,
my 22-year-old son.
Actually, I'll take a little bit off of Punk. Technically, Punk ain't doing nothing. His minions, Punk just came out. Punk just came out. He was like, "That ain't me," and I was just like, "All right, cool, all right, whatever. If that's what you want, if that's what you still want to say, cool. It ain't you."
Yeah.
But now his minions, though, his minions is on a whole nother level, because he came out. He was like, "I don't know why people are so desperate. It's not me," and then his minions went to work basically, and so. I will take a little bit off of him, but even though he did call you desperate, it's like, yo, nobody.
It's a reach. It's a reach.
If this was the case, why is this the first time I've ever called you out? What, like, let's say the plan is that you're desperate, right? You're desperate. Mm-hmm. You want attention, right? Well, Punk has been popular for a long time, right? So why choose now? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do this last year before last? You know, then
I'm not the only person that has a clip on Punk. I'm just saying, other people have posted their clips. What's the big deal?
Yep,
in other words, other people have beat him that are not pros, posted their clips, and he acknowledged those people. What's the deal here? What's the problem?
the thing I think is the big problem is that it's DBFZ. So since it's fighters, and recently,
Mhm.
fighters is his new game, and
Yeah.
since he's not, probably where he wants to be because he has lost some matches. Acoustics beat him. Acoustics put out on
Yeah.
a hit on him, and he didn't even make top eight.
Right.
Like
Right.
so, it it's
Because
not
he's
it's
not that
in
good at the
fighters.
game.
Yeah, in fighters, it's not really working out for him like every other kind of fighter works out for him, especially when you're talking about Street Fighter. So maybe
Yeah.
he's kind of up in his feelings about that. I don't know.
Because I don't think it really has anything to do with me, and I'm not taking it personal. I'm
Yeah,
not taking it personal. If he thinks I'm taking it personal, I'm not. What the way I'm taking it is this is nonsense. I'm an old man. Y'all calling me an old man. I agree. So since I'm an old man, why don't y'all treat me like that and go on about y'all business and stop making it seem like that's what I'm doing, because I'm not doing that.
yeah.
I am an
So
old man and I'm doing old man stuff, and I'm worried about old man stuff. And video games is not old man stuff.
nah.
It's just not.
So with that said, Punk, we ain't hating on you over here. You know what I'm saying? Punk, do your thing. Look, just like you fought, you lost, no big deal. It was just and the video
Yeah,
won't even like position like that. But I want to end on a good note. The good note
yeah,
right
fact.
now is that Corrupt is on its way. We don't know when we're gonna get, but we're gonna get it. And when we get it,
Oh,
I
you gonna
want y'all to
promote it?
know that I'm gonna be making content for it like it ain't nothing. And
Most
I'm telling
definitely,
you, J Dub, holla at me, cause not only
most definitely.
am I ready to make content for this, but I might compete in this one. I might compete in this. I might
Well,
compete. I've competed.
we gotta go to practice mode first, bro.
Gotta go to practice mode. I gotta hit that
We
practice
gotta
mode.
go to practice mode
But
on
I
Coreupt.
might compete. I might compete in this one. Like for real, I might compete in this. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is looking better and better in Guilty Gear every day. You know what I'm saying? As long as we ain't dealing with no crazy lag or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Things is going well.
Now, I hope at the very least, if he can't give us crossplay, at least J Dub, please, for the love of God, I will donate to I'll put $5 in the what you call it, the when you're doing a crowdfunding, what's that
Yeah,
site?
GoFundMe or Kickstarter or
GoFundMe, Kickstarter, whatever. I drop $5 every time I get my paycheck. I pay some tithes to Kickstarter so he can get some rollback, right? Because rollback is we need rollback online. We can't do
yeah,
delay based netcode, man. It's just too stressful.
yeah. And
I
rollback.
want to. In
There's
other words, I won't
there's
play. I can't play the game if it's too laggy. It's gonna irritate me.
Yeah, because it's like I've noticed when I play on Guilty Gear, and Guilty Gear has rollback. It seems like the longer I play, the more laggy the matches get. Like so, say if I'm
Yep.
playing, like so, my
Yep.
last two matches have been laggy. I've been playing. We've been online for about an hour and a half, but my matches before that were all crisp and cool. So
hmm
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's rollback. I don't know what it is. But it so even with rollback, which is awesome, you still get issues. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I don't know if I'm playing somebody with a Wi-Fi or not. I have no idea. So those type of things. But Corrupt, man, J Dub, we're excited for it. We want to see it. We can't wait. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to feed them streets, man. Show us something. Give us a picture. Anything.
Yeah, man. We need to. I am, bro. Like I know I said all that at the beginning, but I want. I want to see something, bro. I want to see this game do well. I really do, because it looks so. It looks so dope, man. It looks so
Yeah.
smooth, and the combos look so. The transition into the combo from the normal attacks to the special attacks to the finisher attacks, the what clips that we do have for the characters. Like he went all into depth. Like it wasn't like a flash trailer. It was a full fight.
Yeah.
Whereas KO round 2 fight, round 3 fight, you get to see now you might not understand the mechanics that's happening, but the combos that I saw is so smooth. It's like once you start a combo string and once it's done, it looks so beautiful and like butter. So I hope it feels the way it looks. I just hope so,
Yeah.
because it looked like butter. It looked like butter. I want to play this game so bad, JW. JW, I want to play Coreupt. I want to play.
Want to play bad. So, Open Mind, tell them where they can find you at.
Open Mind, spell it with a Y on Twitter. I am Open Mind at IG, and Open Mind, spell it with a Y on YouTube. I'll let your boy. We love y'all. Create a bless.
And you playing tomorrow, right?
Well, I'm doing a fight cast with the fellas on Tekken. My little Tekken crew.
So cool. You're going to be playing some Tekken tomorrow. So, guys, if y'all love Tekken, it's about time for Tekken to get a new game, y'all. Now, come on. Look, Namco.
We're gonna get into that.
Namco, I don't even like Tekken. Last Tekken that I played was like Tekken Tag 1, not the second.
Yeah.
But, yo, Namco, it's about time. It's time for Tekken 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's about time for that.
So it's like I said, and we just what we're doing on the fight cast ain't no different than what me and you doing right now. We discussing topics like this, and we're just playing Tekken as a group. But it's not a competitive situation on a live cast. It's just a podcast that's taking place on Tekken. It's weird to explain it. We're just doing a podcast, and Tekken is like our background. But we're not doing it for competitive purposes. It's more like a bunch of homeboys getting together who all play Tekken. We'll go into some tournaments. We'll have some casual fights, but we're having a discussion on the mic, and we're discussing all the range of stuff.
Even though I've seen you compete, man, your Leroy's on point, man. Like I see you come through.
Everybody hates Leroy, bro. So it's like,
I think Leroy's dope. You know what I'm saying?
So of course, I love Leroy, but the community hates him. He's OP. Like, okay, all right, whatever. Man. I can't have nothing, nerd. I can't have nothing.
Yeah, you can't.
I just can't have nothing, man.
Anyway, with that said, guys, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit the thumbs down if you like, man, I hate it and y'all old. But we gonna leave y'all with some black comics. Come here, NERDSoul, like say peace. Come here. All right. Now, say peace. I love all y'all. Say peace. All right, cool. Get out of here. All right, so anyway, guys, we out of here. We'll holler at y'all later. We got podcasts, all that jazz. Y'all know where to find me. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like I said. And until next time, from us to you, this is some black comics, and peace.
You got to know that if you keep dwelling in the past, you will remain in the past. Can I get a fucking yeah?
Good day, gentlemen. This is a pre-recorded briefing made prior to your departure, in which for security reasons of the highest importance has been known on board during the mission. Now that you are in Jupiter's space, and the entire crew is revived, it can be told you. 18 months ago, the first evidence of intelligent life off the Earth was discovered. It was buried 40 feet below the lunar surface, near the crater Baiken. Except for a single, very powerful radio emission aimed at Jupiter